If you've seen previous episodes of the Definitive Yo-Yo, then you probably have certain expectations. I know what you're thinking. This corny dude with his muted black and white or sepia tone slow-mo trick shot videography with a slight dash of infectious personality against a well-crafted narrative singing the praises and virtues of an as of yet unknown and arguably unquantifiable yo-yo, encouraging viewers to the side of light through superior editing and a dope soundtrack. And to that I say, that's a salient point, my friend. Corny? That stings a little. But, I mean, it is kind of true. But hold up a second. If you hear me out and give me a chance and we can make this journey together, I'm sure that I can convince you. Because honestly, I'm not here to meet your expectations. I'm here to shatter them.
Got him!
We're going to plaster on a smile because every day is magical. Welcome to the Definitive Yo-Yo, and today we're talking The Way of the Serpent. This is the Reticulated Return Top's Death Adder, the second version. And a little foreshadowing? Yeah. We'll let Jackie Chan demonstrate. Known for its fluidity and its unorthodox striking mechanics, the snake style of Kung Fu is particularly useful in both defense and offense, especially in a close quarters combat situation. Now, I don't do violence. I don't watch violent movies and I don't play violent video games. But I can appreciate good form. And in this demonstration, Jackie's form is flawless. When it comes to reticulated return tops, make no mistake about it. Neo goes hard in the paint for this yo-yo thing. Building a brand. Developing a presence in both traditional and social medias, as well as developing a small team. I wonder how he makes time for it all. As far as some of his yo-yos are concerned, let's talk about it a little bit. His first one in the metal department was the Puff Adder. Solid. I still have and love the Boa, which made me a believer in the organics. Shortly thereafter was the original version of the Death Adder. After that came his most outlandish creation, the Berm. Also included is his Atra, which is his first V-shaped. Not his entire library, but I've touched enough of his yo-yos to think I had a feeling for what they were going to be. This new Death Adder subverts expectations. Its design is pushed a little flatter, a little fatter, and the rims are a little farther away from the yo-yo. Have a look. You can see here that these rims are a little smaller than traditional, especially compared to the Statement and this Hummingbird here. There's still plenty of weight in the rims because it's either press fitted with a brass or stainless steel rings. Notice too that it is the exact same diameter as the Hummingbird, but just a smidge thinner. And that combines to create a unique feeling yo-yo in the hand. And since we're on the subject, the finish on this thing is a powdery, smooth, matte finish. Excellent for grinding. The shape of this yo-yo is right up my alley. It's very comfortable, but I'm getting strong ND Ultra and Magpie vibes off of this thing. But I think it's a little better, and I'll tell you why in a second. The first iteration of the Death Adder had a little more action in the cup. But let's check the stats. Never got around to the first Death Adder, but based on what I'm playing with now, it's been surpassed. Because it's neo and reticulated, you know there's going to be a host of color options. Check the stats. I put stars in a lot of different categories because this is almost a completely different yo-yo over the first iteration of the Death Adder. This thing is sexy, and arguably it's the best thing reticulated return toss has ever made. It is deft and lean, and I'm in love with it. When speaking to Neil about the yo-yo, he gave me some insights. He said that he wanted the densities between the two metals to be greater, and that's why he chose 6061 aluminum. He said he wanted it to feel like a true bimetal. And this thing plays just like he wanted, and I think he knocked it out of the park because this is the best thing that he's ever made. This just might be the best yo-yo of 2019. Quick shout out to MP Strings and Mike Pazakowski for making them because these were impressive as well. So look, it's 2019 and this year has given us some great and fantastic yo-yos. And I don't make the statement lightly that the Death Adder is one of the greats of this year, especially in the light of some fantastic monos, plastics, and even some bimetals. This is one of the most impressive, particularly the Endgame, the Onomatopoeia, and the Thai Vader all have made a substantial impression. And some of these are my favorites, but now I'm going to have to add this to that growing list as well. So if you're in the mood for a surprise hit as summer winds down into fall, you could do no better than getting your hands on one of these Death Adders. This is a major, major win. This is another one in the can, but check out what we get into for next time.
Come and meet the letter people. Come and visit the family. Words are made of letter people. A, B, C, D, follow me. The letter people.
Did I say the best of 2019? Well, these two groups that's represented by just letters got something to say about that. We'll check that out in the next video. In the meantime, I'm Stumpy Mike. I will catch you then. Peace.